think adoption means the children have got a nice home and a nice family, turn out, look after them properly and care for them and love them forever.
I always was interested in adoption. I think I met some people that were adopted when I was a young girl and was always fascinated by that way of forming a family, very different from my own very nuclear family.
I always wanted to be a parent and believed that I could be a good parent, but it was whether outside influences would believe the same.
Already we have a daughter, and at the time she was 8, and the background of it really that we always wanted to adopt and needed to have a little brother for her. She definitely wanted a little brother. She wanted to be a big sister, a proper big sister to her.
You do this workshop for 3 days and it's like Big Brother without the cameras, although I know you film some. So for those people, it was like real Big Brother, because what happens is you're in the room and there are all these exercises that you do, and there'll be a social worker leading it, and then there'll be 2 other social workers taking notes on everything you say. So it's all very strange.
And stressful.
Yeah,
because you're stressed about being there, and every time you open your mouth, a head goes down and something's written down, and you're permanently thinking, I'm on trial.
Because you see some adopters come in that have gone through this process and they've already gone through the journey and have adopted, and they come back and talk to you, and that was amazing. It was like, wow, you've gone through this process and you're at the other end, and that was really exciting. You're just like, yeah, straight after that, let's get on with this journey and let's become a family.
The moment we set eyes on him, the very first time we drove up to our foster family's home, and he was there waving in the window, and it was just the most magical, amazing moment, and all those fears just disappeared because we knew that he was the one and it was all going to be okay. And I will never forget that moment ever. It was amazing.
One of the things that sometimes happens for him is that he can get really angry, and even when he gets angry and frustrated, and especially when he calms down, it's like, and he kind of says, Dad, I don't know what's wrong, and he doesn't know what's wrong, but it's coming where that's coming from. But even then, what I kind of say to him is that regardless of what, he's loved and he's wanted and he's needed. And even part of that is that I told both of our children that we chose to have them.
My name is Finny. I got 2 daddies. Daddy! La, la. I left my family. Daddy. I love my dad and daddy. That's because.
Sometimes you don't get the glimpse of the joy that actually comes with it as well. And it's more than a glimpse, when you're told that you're the best mummy in the world, and that you're, when somebody is saying to you, I love you 20 times a day and kissing you, it's absolutely delightful and it's absolutely joyful and it's really, really wonderful. So it's worth it.
We chose to foster with Greenwich because obviously it's our local borough. We've got family that already foster but not with Greenwich, and it's been a long time ambition.
We decided to go into fostering basically because we saw an advert on the back of a bus. I was driving behind a bus one day and saw the advert. It seemed interesting, so we looked into it. We got the information from the local newsletters for the area, and we looked into it. We decided to go along to a meeting, and we decided to go ahead and foster because we have 2 grown children of our own, and we felt that we could perhaps offer the same care for another child or children that we gave to our own.
I decided to foster. I was a mother and staying home, and I used to see children, they need home in every advertisement, and at the same time I grew up with a lot of children and a big family. When I went back home and when I came to London, I said, okay, I'm gonna do it now. I started doing the fostering. From then, he started in a bit and he fall in love with the job. And I just have, kids in my house. And the challenge come with it as well.
My first placement was an 8-month-old baby girl. I can remember I was painting the garden fence. I had green paint all over my hands when I got the call to go to Eltham to collect her, and had a quick wash up and with the old white spirit to get the paint off my hands, and off I went. It was a very hot day. Her mum was there actually at social services, and that was very difficult, meeting her mum and then taking the baby home. But I remember so clearly, as though it was yesterday, when I got home and the social worker left, baby was sitting in my lap, and I thought, well, what do I do next?
The hardest bit of my job is letting go, because I've fostered so many babies over the years, and whenever they were to leave me, my heart would be broken. I would feel as if my heart's coming out my body. Honestly, it's such a wrench, and it affects me for weeks. So much so that I could never let a child go today and I'm okay to take another child within the next day or the next week or next. I have to have time to really get back on track, because it really does affect me. It's an attachment issue, really, because when the children come to you, you are their parent in that way, and you do everything that a parent would. So when they leave, it's the hardest task.
It's difficult because you get attached with them. You love them no matter what. And when they move out, you feel like, am I ever going to see them? Are they going to be okay? Are they going to be happy? So that sort of things. It's not only they are going, it's only what will happen to them. Are they going to get to good family? Even if they go back to parents, are they going to have what they experience in our house, like laughing, playing, and nothing like fighting? So you got that sort, and you become very emotional, and it is difficult. It is.
I would definitely suggest anybody to give it a go, because at the end of the day, it possibly helps a child out.